Now back to Inside Real Estate. Here's Mike the Realtor.
Hey folks, we are back. Inside Real Estate, Mike Kruizinga. Website's InsideRealEstateRadio.com, InsideRealEstateRadio.com. Time for another Perma Pier foundation repair segment. Of course, Perma Pier is the best, folks, as far as taking care of your foundation needs here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and all over Texas as well.
That is right, Mike. All over Texas.
Absolutely. And today we're going to be talking about actually a new product that you guys are offering out there, and it's kind of a hybrid product of steel and concrete, kind of. So tell us all about it.
Yeah, and normally I really try and come in here and just talk about things that bring you value, and I don't normally talk about the specific stuff we do, but this one is so cool and it is so valuable that I did want to talk about it because this new product we have is a new piling that we're using, and a piling is what everyone calls a pier. It's the thing they shove into the ground to lift your house.
Right.
So the technical term is a piling because of the way it's installed. Won't get into all the details of it because nobody cares. But to be technically accurate, that's what it is. So it's this new, and we're just, for right now, we're just calling it a hybrid piling. Kind of, we're looking at some different ideas, names, and stuff like that. But really, the process of it is we've always had two piling types we could install. We could and there was variations of each, but we had the concrete press piling, which is kind of that universally used, no matter what company. Any company can do this.
Right.
There's the mom and pop, there's the two brothers, there's the chuck and a truck, and sometimes that's the only piling that they offer. And and it's the cheapest. I tell realtors it's the most cost-effective method. What does that mean? It's the cheapest.
It's the cheapest. Yeah.
It is practical most of the time. However, it's not always the best method. And then I also say, if all you have is a hammer, what does everything look like?
Yeah,
a nail.
Yeah.
Everything's a nail. So they're going to offer you it just so happens that no matter what your problem is, their product is the best solution. But that's the only thing they have.
Right.
So we've always had multiple solutions. So you had the concrete, which was cost-effective, cheap. Then you had the steel pressed pilings, and these are double-walled steel, half-inch wall. They intersect and overlap, and they lock in place. And we can lock it with a cable. We fill it with grout, and it's awesome. You're gonna hit something. Maybe not bedrock, because who knows where bedrock is, but you're going to hit a soil restrictive layer. You're going to push and push and push. In Irving, we've pushed steel piers over 100 feet deep.
Wow.
And now if your home has settled beyond what is normal, or it's shifted down and there's failure, the deeper you can press a piling, the better. So deeper is better when it comes to foundation repair.
Right.
The problem is, steel piers are significantly more expensive. Not just because they're better, but because the material cost is 4 or 5 times higher than material cost on those concrete pilings.
Right.
As well as labor is higher. So, on a $100,000 home or $200,000 home, if you're going to double the cost of the same repair, some homeowners they just can't swing it.
Right.
Even if they wanted to, they couldn't pay for it. So that leaves you in a limbo of not the best repair method because it's what you can afford, or the best repair method which you can't. Mm-hmm. And so we have developed it's a proprietary to us at this time method that we're using, where I won't go into the details exactly of how it works, how it interlocks, and everything else, but we're able to use a few feet of steel piping at the bottom to start this piling process. And the reason steel is so much better is it's thinner, it's smoother, it travels through the soil better. So by using this first couple of feet as steel, it acts kind of like a ramrod to kind of pave the way for the rest of the piling. So 3 to 5 feet maybe of steel. And then when we transition to concrete, there is a benefit to concrete, is that rather than lifting off maybe bedrock, you're lifting off friction, the way the soil grips onto the piling. So I'm getting a little too technical right now.
That's okay. That's okay.
But the biggest thing is that by transitioning to concrete, we're significantly reducing the actual cost of the piling.
Right.
So we're able to pass that savings on to the customer. But what does that steel do at the bottom? I said it acts kind of like a ramrod. It starts displacing soil so that we can push the concrete even deeper. So what we found is that on average, we're pushing pilings, the whole system, 50% deeper than standard concrete. But we're not having to charge anywhere near what a full what a full steel piling would cost.
Right.
And so, there is a benefit to us too. One, it is a little bit more expensive than a concrete, but it's kind of in between concrete and steel. But two, the deeper we can press, the less likely we have to come back out and redo it.
Right. The more solid the repairs are going to be.
The better the repairs up front, the less likely you have to use that warranty. And now we talked about it a lot. Foundation repair warranties are so important. The value of it, do they come back out? What do they charge you? And everything else. But would you rather have a great, awesome warranty that a company services really well and that you get to use, or that you never have to use?
Right.
The idea of insurance is you hope you never have to use insurance because you're still going to pay something. Same thing with the warranty process. We would rather do a awesome repair plan up front, offer you a warranty just in case something crazy happens, and we hope we don't ever have to come back out and service that warranty for you. And you do too, because if we do, you have to go through the whole process again. Now, granted, you might not pay anything, depending on what the issue was and everything else. But do you want people tearing up your yard again, going through the floor again? So is it worth it to pay a little bit extra to get a repair plan that's significantly better? In our opinion, yes. I would think so for most consumers at least, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and so this is a great product for folks that maybe the concrete pilings aren't the perfect answer. Maybe it's really more on the steel side, but maybe there's a cost issue for this particular homeowner.
Yeah, sometimes it's cost.
Yeah, you've got that hybrid product now. So basically, people can kind of think of it as like the steel that you're using to drive further and to drive deeper into the ground, which is better for the foundation repair to get the pilings deeper. Almost kind of like a drill bore. People could think of it that way: is you can drill deeper with the right drill bore.
That's right, kind of like that. And there's also, it's not just a cost thing. There legitimately are soil types that are not very good to use concrete press pilings. They're too hard. You can't push very deep. You can't displace enough soil. So you need that drill bore to displace some of that excess and to get further.
Right.
Some sandy soils don't have very much friction. They don't grab onto the pilings very well. So you need to be able to get as deep as possible.
Deep as you can.
Yeah. So there's different, geographical issues, geological, which is related to the geography. Mm-hmm. So, and then there's obviously, cost issues associated with different repair plans.
Okay. Well, it sounds like a great product. I mean, this is going to just be able to take care of people even better than you already have, and just gives a lot more options. This is really a great product, just getting deeper and being able to still use the concrete pilings. Yeah.
You get kind of the depth benefit of using some steel, but you get the cost savings of using the concrete, and that's why people offer concrete so often. It's because it's cheaper,
right?
And it's just what's practical for a lot of people,
right? But it just may not get the job done. Now we've got another great option.
Yeah, even concrete piers, even when properly installed, they're going to have we estimate 2 to 3% failure rate, but it's not randomly. They all tend to focus on the same house. That's just kind of how it works. Certain soil types are worse, this and that. So, you just can't get around it, and that's why a company that services their warranty is so important, and that's what we pride ourselves in. But the consumer would rather not us service the warranty. They'd rather never have to mess with it again after the first time.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt about that. Well, folks, hey, for all of your foundation questions, all of your foundation repair needs, and even if you've even got a house that's been repaired by another company, has had previous foundation repairs, and maybe by multiple companies you don't even know about, it's always good to give Perma Pier a call. They'll come out, assess what's going on with your house, and take care of all of your foundation needs. Folks, their website, permapier.com, permapier.com. And if you're listening in anywhere around the DFW Metroplex, by the way, folks, they take care of all of Texas, so they can get you squared away. Permapier.com. Folks, we're going to take a short break. We'll see you on the other side.